morning. I just wanted to pop on and talk to you all a little bit about food safety. So we know there's one very bad bug in the air in particular, but on any given day, food safety is a pretty important subject. When you get home from the grocery store, even if you're growing your own food, there's even microbes that are out in the garden. So it's just important to start with clean food. So it's kind of been a hot topic of conversation, and I thought about it the last time I was in the grocery store. I tend to be very particular about my produce. Like, I touch so many things before I finally pick the one that I want. And I know that if I'm doing it, other people are doing it too, and they're leaning over it, and they might be sneezing or coughing. So, the days of trying a grape in the store to see if they're ripe, not doing that for sure. So there's a lot of information out there about the right way to wash your vegetables when you get them home. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. First of all, moisture tends to be the enemy of produce. It creates a nice environment for bacteria to grow, which is a different thing than the coronavirus. But bacteria likes moisture, so for most fruits and vegetables, until it's actually time to eat them, you probably ought not to wash them. Particularly things like berries, mushrooms, those will go bad sometimes overnight if you try to wash them. So getting everything dry is the key. I sometimes will take a head of lettuce or a head of romaine and chop it up coarsely. Some people buy it in a bag that way already. I just don't do that. I like to cut it up myself. I know what I'm getting and I know who's handled it, me. So our salad and berry spinner really works well with that, but it turns out it's great for a lot of things besides that as well. But before I get to this product in particular, I do want to move on with washing your produce. So something that you may not have thought about is things that have a smooth skin. So I used to never even think about cutting a banana, cutting a banana in half and having half a banana, or giving half a banana to my child, or slicing the avocado in half to scoop out the meat to make guacamole. But think about this. Those things have been handled probably even more. Like, I touch a million avocados, and banana is the same way. I want them exactly the right, ripeness. Well, the minute you slice one of those things, whatever's on the outside gets driven to the inside of whatever you're cutting. And with bananas, same thing. If you're holding the banana and you're pinching the end, chances are really good that whatever is on the outside is going to be on the end of the banana as well. So I just think right now we can't be too careful. I personally just do not want to get sick. I think I'm a really healthy 64-year-old, and I'd probably live through it, but I don't want to be sick, and I don't want to take it to somebody else or give it to somebody else either. So how do you wash? Well, I used to just rinse things in water, and you can buy those vegetable washes out there. But honestly, I did some research, and it turns out they're really not the most effective thing. Two naturally effective ways to clean your produce are vinegar, a very mild vinegar solution, or the best is actually to put your vegetables or fruits in a container with about a tablespoon of baking soda. That's it. And so I would recommend that you do that right in this nice big bowl. This, by the way, makes a great salad bowl if you're making salad for a crowd too. And it does come with a lid that pops right on top, and I didn't bring that over here. But you can put your veggies in here, fill it with cool water that you put the baking soda in, and then let it go for a ride. See how fast that's going? So it's going to clean whatever's in there, whether it's your lettuce. And somebody had mentioned that they had gotten theirs out after a little winter respite, and it is definitely the time. I just love veggies and produce, and I eat produce all year round. But when you're getting it out of the garden, especially like my lettuce is always, I don't know, it's just always dusty and dirty. And spinach, same way. You can put it in the salad spinner with the basket in here, and I use my hands just to make sure everything kind of gets to the bottom, and then take it out and get rid of extra stuff, and then put it back in and spin the heck out of it. And it'll make it last a whole lot longer if you do that. Ours also comes with the berry basket, which is just a nice smaller size. If you don't have a whole lot, it'll spin just exactly like this one does. And I'll tell you an interesting story, and if you don't believe me, try it. If you are in the habit of buying bagged salads, next time you bring home a bag of pre-chopped lettuce or whatever, clean it, like rinse it, and send it for a spin in here, and then look at the color of the water at the bottom of the bowl. You'll be disgusted. That's kind of why, the first time I did that, I'm like, I'm not buying this stuff again. So I'm not, I am not a fanatic, don't get me wrong, but I just think in this day and age, we should all be cognizant and sort of take care. And by the way, I have also used this along with some mild washing detergent for fine washables. So, it's just like your own little washing machine right here. Lots of things. All right, later.